Hi, I'm Mark Orwoll from Travel and Leisure magazine for Howdini. You've probably heard the term somebody being bumped from a flight. What that basically means is this: the airline has sold tickets to more passengers than can actually fit on the plane. Somebody has to be left behind. That person has been bumped. Now, 20 years ago, being bumped happened a lot more often than it does now. The airline figured that a certain percentage of flyers simply wouldn't show up for their flights, and that they could fill those empty seats with the passengers who did show up. These days, computer software has made overbooking less necessary. Also, there are greater restrictions on getting a refund for no-shows. That means overbooking doesn't happen quite as often, and yet people still do get bumped from time to time. When that happens, the airlines will generally ask for volunteers. As an inducement, they'll offer some form of compensation. It may be airfare coupons worth several $100s to a free round-trip ticket. If nobody accepts their offer, then the airline chooses the person to be bumped, and that's usually the last person to check in. The Department of Transportation says that for domestic flights, the airline has to compensate passengers who are involuntarily booked up to $400 in cash, depending on how long they're going to be delayed. That passenger also gets to keep their original flight coupon and get on the next flight. Now, if you want to avoid being bumped, the best thing you can do is get to the airport early and be at your gate at least 15 minutes before departure. On the other hand, if getting that extra compensation from the airline is something that might appeal to you and you don't have any pressing engagements at your destination, you can volunteer to be bumped. To do that, go to the gate agent and ask if your flight is overbooked. If so, ask if you can put your name on a volunteer list of people who are willing to be bumped. Now, whether you're bumped or not, here's hoping that you have a smooth flight.